Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to Jonesy's vlog. It's a Leeds United based one today, and it's a bit of a rant, and I'm not very happy about things. It all started this morning. My Twitter followers will have seen my rant on there. It all started with going down to Elland Road to the ticket office trying to purchase a ticket for the Chelsea game, as it went on sale to non-season ticket holders and non-members this morning. Just to get things clear to begin with, I was a season ticket holder and member at Leeds United for 14 years, for 14 seasons. I went to my first match in 1996 and I got my season ticket for the 97-98 season. I was sat in the same seat, seat 5, row O in area H25 in the north east upper corner for all those seasons, and for those 14 seasons it was my second home. Absolutely loved being there, and I only had to give up my season ticket for the start of last season because it was for what I thought was going to be my career. I was going into sports journalism, and obviously with that it would mean I would be working weekends, and I would be working when sport would be on. So, you know, I couldn't afford to buy a season ticket when I wasn't even guaranteed to be going. So, you know, with a heavy heart I had to give that season ticket up, and it was awful, but you know, I still try to get to as many home games as I can. Obviously it worked out with my career that I didn't get into sports journalism, which was a bit annoying in the end, but you know, now I'm in the position where I can't afford membership, I can't afford a season ticket until I'm in work properly. So anyway, I'm just getting that straight. You know, I've given time, I've given money, I've given my support to Leeds United all those seasons, I've followed them home and away, all cups and everything. So anyway, yes, so for the Chelsea tickets, for non-season ticket holders and non-members, you had to have gone to one of the previous Capital One Cup games, which I had done. I'd been to Shrewsbury and Oxford. But unfortunately for the Shrewsbury game, oh yes, and you had to give a valid customer number, which if you're a non-season ticket holder or non-member you don't have one. But anyway, there we go. So yes, what happened? Yes, so the Shrewsbury game, I was there when the ticket was bought, but it was my dad that had used his membership card for it, so it was his number that was on all the tickets when we were there. For the Oxford game, I bought them on the night, and it was very close to kick-off, and they hadn't asked for any, you know, customer numbers or any details or anything, so there was no, my old customer number was not on the ticket. So when I got to the ticket office this morning and was asking for this one ticket, which by the way wasn't actually for myself, I promised someone else, who, well, my partner's stepdad, who doesn't get to many games, again for money reasons and work reasons, I promised to get him a game when the tickets would go on what I thought was general sale. I'd already got my ticket through my dad's extra ticket through his season ticket. So yes, when the lady said, "Oh, I'm sorry, we can't get you a ticket because the customer number on this ticket has already used all his allocations of tickets." So I explained that, you know, it was myself that's going, and the tickets that were bought, you know, although it was my dad that used his membership card, it was my ticket, and that I'd been. And at the Oxford one, you know, I'd actually bought myself, but they hadn't asked for my details, and I could provide her with my old customer number, and I even gave her my seat details, and she said, "Oh, that doesn't matter. We have to go off the customer details that's on the previous tickets." And I was sat there, and I just felt like my support for the club over the last 14, 16 years just meant nothing to them, and that they would do everything for the current season ticket holders and members, but people who haven't been fortunate enough to keep doing that, they weren't bothered, and they couldn't do anything for them. And it just stinks, to be honest. You know, we're in this period, you know, with low attendances. You think the club would want to be getting new fans in, you know, encouraging people to come to the club. But how are they going to do this when they have such a odd and strange way of doing the ticket system for cup games? I mean, looking at the way it is now, Elland Road is going to be nowhere near full for the Chelsea game. There are thousands of tickets left, but no, they're sticking to it. You have to have either have a season ticket or a members, or it has to be a decent customer number. And I was just sat there, and it just felt like I didn't matter anymore. No matter how long I'd I'd gone to Elland Road and given them money. It just didn't matter, and it just all fell into place with how I feel about my football club at the moment. You know, I love Leeds United. I breathe Leeds United. I bleed Leeds United. You know, I love going to watch them play. The feeling of going home and away and watching my team is just, nothing can beat it. But the way things are at the moment, I've never ever felt this low as a Leeds United fan in the time I've been supporting them. That includes getting relegated from the Premiership. I remember crying when we got relegated from the Premiership, but it didn't feel as bad as it does now. Getting relegated to League One, I actually enjoyed it in League One, to be honest. You know, it's probably one of the best times I've felt as a Leeds United fan. But everything together, you know, on the pitch, we've got very average players. You know, there's nothing there to excite me. You know, it's a team that isn't really good enough. We've got Neil Warnock, who I don't want to be sacked. You know, I'm not one of these Warnock out people and the Warnock out brigade on Twitter. He does make strange decisions, and I'm not saying that he's not totally to blame for the mess that we're in at the moment. But he has made some mistakes, but I definitely don't want him to go. You know, off the field, we've got the whole, well, the whole charade that's going on with the takeover. We've got Ken Bates, who's been poisoning the club for absolutely years. You know, we've got money being spent on the stadium, on stands instead of on the team. You know, even the fans at the moment, I've spoken about it before on here, there's no unity, there's no togetherness, there's arguments and fights breaking out amongst us. And then we've got high ticket prices as it is that's keeping fans away, and then we've got ridiculous ticketing prices, and it just feels like the club are not giving anything back to us fans that have given everything to them for so many years, and it just frustrates the hell out of me, and it upsets me, it angers me, and I just felt I had to come in here. I know it's a long ranty video and you might not be interested, but I'm just sick to the back teeth of it all, guys. I know a lot of you out there will agree with me, but being a Leeds United fan at the moment, you know, we've always said, you know, we take it ups and downs and everything, but this is just so low at the moment. I can't find any positives at the club. You know, I'll always support them through everything. I'm hoping to be going to a few of the matches coming up soon, but it's starting to get to the point where I'm begrudging giving my money to that club, where I don't feel like I'm getting what I deserve back from it. So that's it from me today, guys. Sorry it's a bit of a ranty video, but I needed to let it out somehow. So let me know what you think, if there's any of you out there that agree with me, any people that have the same problem with the ticket services, which I've already sent an email to them this morning, showing them my disgust at how I felt I was treated. And yeah, that's it, guys. That's me for today. Thanks for watching.